Well, it looks like we're off to see the wizard. And guess what? I don't need any ad revenue. I don't even need any ad revenue. I don't even care, man. I don't even. Yeah. Love you guys. I don't know if you guys have tried the Black Monster yet, but if you haven't, it's pretty good. I say try it. White Monster is good. Black Monster is also good. You can get by me, guys. I'm just on the side. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another commentary with your boy Jordan, your online physique building coach. So there's been a lot of controversy over my arms. And I like to say biceps in videos, like measuring my biceps. Obviously, it's your entire arm. Oh, we know this, but we just say this in video titles because we want to. But here's the thing, guys. There's been a video that's pretty old. I think it was released in June or July. I'll have to check that, but it's a while back. That's obviously been a couple of months, not a couple of days. Video where I measured my arm. Actually, I do believe that I measured wrong, that I was measuring from the 5 or half an inch mark. I was measuring at the end of the little metal portion on the measuring tape, and I was getting like 18, a little more than 18 and a quarter, which meant that day in particular, my right arm was probably right under 17 or right under 18 fully pumped. So my right arm was probably around like 17 and 3/4, 17 and 8/10 or 17.8, whatever. I'll give you guys that. Maybe I was a little off there. I was off half an inch that day. If you can go back and look at that video and check that out. So what I went ahead and did, and number one, that was like right after my shred, that was right after my cut down. Some arms were a little smaller there. I was a little lighter there. Currently today, as of making this video, and I'm actually making and publishing this video in the same day, my arms are a little bigger, a little juicier because my body fat is up a little bit. My body fat's around 15 to 16%. I'm around 188 pounds, which I'm probably going to drop some pounds here soon. But right now, I did go to the gym today and do a little bit of an upper body push-pull deload. I didn't do back, I just did shoulders, chest, and a little bit of triceps and biceps, so lots of pushing and a tiny little bit of pulling. Again, this is a deload week. On top of that, I've been sick. I was sick Sunday. I was sick Sunday. I was a little sick Monday. I was a little sick Tuesday. Today I'm still recovering, but I decided to go into the gym anyways, so recovering from a cold, still feeling a little crappy because of that. Went into the gym today. Did a little bit of chest, a couple sets of bench press, a couple sets of overhead press. Very, very low on the RPE scale. Very, very easy. Not much exertion. And just did a lot of tricep pull downs, some bicep curls, just to pump up the arms. Like literally just lightweight, just to pump the arms up so that I could go and actually get an accurate reading on what my arms, or just what my right arm specifically measures pumped. So I got my arms pretty pumped. I don't think this is the best pump I've ever had in my entire life. I think this is a pretty good pump. And a lot of the times when I measure my arms, like the last time that I measured my arms at 18 and a quarter, which was off by half an inch, I only pumped up my triceps. I didn't get much of a pump at all on my biceps. On this particular day here, today, I got a really good pump in my triceps, and I got a really good pump in my biceps. I got a really good pump in both. So you're going to see that with a really good pump in my triceps and my biceps, and me actually going to the locker room right after I've achieved that pump, not like minutes after, like right after I got to like what I felt was the best pump that I could possibly have, I made sure to hold my arm by my side. You can criticize me for that. I don't care. Went straight to the locker room right after, like you're just seeing me pump out sets and drop sets of tricep pull downs and bicep curls and that stuff like that. I went straight to the locker room right after this, had the tape, right? Like I said, I even took off the metal tip. So whether measuring from the absolute end of the paper with a measuring paper tape is correct or incorrect, that's how I measured it. So I measured it from the complete end. I didn't measure it from 0.5 inches. I measured it from like zeroed out completely. Now, if that is incorrect, if you're actually supposed to measure from 0.5 or from 1 inch, then my arms are actually bigger than 18 18.4 or 18 and a half, whichever you can say. If you look at it, it's right at like 18.4, I guess you would say. It's not quite 18 and a half, but it's like right off of 18 and a half. Just look at it really quickly. I might actually even zoom this in right here, like even more with the computer, so that you can see. And I'll also take like a picture or something, maybe post that at the end, just so that I can prove to you guys, not that it even matters that much, but I don't want people to think that I'm lying. So here is right around 18.4 or 18 and a half right here on my arm. I'm trying to get as close as I possibly can in good definition, and right there. And that is actually very tight. I'm squeezing very, very tight, very, very tight. And you're seeing right there, 18 and right there. So I don't care what you guys say. You can say that it's not an 18.5 inch, whatever, it's still over 18. I don't care. If I'm off there and you're not actually supposed to measure from the complete end, then they're actually bigger than 18.5. They're closer to 19, and like whatever. The point is, guys, I'm not lying. I'm not a pro arm measurer by any means. Like, I'm not gonna, go and have a board of professionals measure my arm and be like, oh wow, you were actually off by a half an inch, you were off by a quarter. Oh my god, you are a terrible person. Well, guys, here's the thing, guys. My arms, either way you swing it in this video, pumped, my right arm is either 18 or 18 and a half. Like, however you put it, fully pumped, my right arm is 18 to 18 and a half. I don't care what you guys say. I'm ending this here, and I'm only making this video because it seemed that you guys wanted to see it. Like, it seemed like this video was in demand, and I thought maybe it could, drive more of you guys to my channel. I thought this would be an interesting video to make, so I made it. I love you guys so much, and yeah, I thought this video needed to be made. All love. I'll see you guys later. Alright, so let me zoom this in a little bit. See, this is pretty tight on my arm. See right here, tip of this. So I actually peeled the metal part off of this, just so you guys can see that my arm is indeed, listen, see that there? That's pretty freaking, I cannot get this any tighter, guys. I can't get this any tighter. I'll show you guys one more view really quickly. So I actually took the metal part off of this tape so you could see that I'm measuring all the way to the end this time. Alright, so it's actually shrank down to about 18, but I'm losing my pump. Those big 18.5 pumps, they don't last long. So even with losing my pump, I'm still around 18 though. And I measured it all the way to the end of here. All the way to the end. I can't show you guys any better unless maybe next time I'll get someone else to do it. I'll get my dad or someone else to measure it. I don't know. Alright guys, so looking at this video, it's been going back and forth, and that's because it's actually gotten a lot of views, 2,500, so it's actually done very, very well. And because of that, a lot of people have been criticizing how I measured wrong. I will say, my measurements probably were off on this video by like a quarter inch or so, but my arms still measured to, or would have measured to still around 18 inches pumped, and around, there's like little flies outside, sorry. Basically, my right arm would still be over 17 inches flat and over 18 inches slightly pumped. And my left arm, a little bit smaller, would be like 16 and a quarter, 16 and a half flat, and like 17 and a quarter-ish pumped. Because my left arm is a lot smaller than my right arm. Everyone has a bigger and smaller arm. Alright guys, so this thread goes on and on and on about how I'm lying about my arm measurement and I'm off by about half an inch. This freaking little flea, it's probably this guy reincarnated is like a little flea right here trying to attack me. Anyways, back and forth about how I actually loosened the tape and I was lying about how big my arms are. And like, guys, I have no reason to lie about my arms. If I'm off by half an inch or a quarter inch, whatever it is, I'm not doing it on purpose. I think that to me looks like a 17.5 to 18 inch arm. Like, I've been lifting since I was 11.5 years old, and my arms started out at 11.5 inches, and I measured them every year and watched them grow from 11.5, 12, 13, 14, 15. I started when I was almost 12 years old. I started lifting before I was 12, doing arm stuff. Arms were the first muscle group that I started training when I was younger. So I started doing arms first. This freaking little fly thing better get away from me. Anyways, guys, I was like, hey, show me what a real 17.5 inch arms looks like. So this guy sent me a video of his 17.3 inch arm, and number one, it's measured in centimeters, which, why is your arm measured in centimeters? I'm not going to comment or dislike or anything on this video. If you guys want to, go ahead, but here's my opinion, guys. Even if this arm is 17.3 inches, it looks like, to me, a blob. Like, there's hardly any separation right here. It looks like a blob. Like, what does it matter? What does it matter if your arms are 17.5, 17 and a quarter, if it's like 17 and a quarter of blob? Like, my arms are around 18 inches. My right arm is around 18 to 18 and a half. My left arm is around 17 and a half. Pumped. But, like, yes, they're almost an inch different. That's how big of a difference. My left arm is much smaller than my right arm. My right arm is stronger than my left arm. It's just the way it is. My dad is the same way, I believe. Here's what I want to say, guys, and here's why I'm even making this video. My measurements, my bench press, my squat, my deadlift, all of this is my livelihood. If I lied about any of this stuff, it'd make me look pretty stupid, now wouldn't it? If I did something that was just so incorrectly and I was telling people how to do it incorrectly or lying about this or about that, that'd make me look bad. So, when people say that I'm doing things wrong, or that I'm lying about measurements, or I'm lying about how big my arms are, or that I had one guy say that he had 15-inch arms, and his 15-inch arms looked like my 18-inch arms, so there's definitely something wrong because he's 15 years old with 15-inch, like, alright, definitely my arms look like they're 15 inches, for sure, bro, for sure. And I'm not trying to be cocky, guys, I'm not trying to be cocky, I want you guys to understand what 17 and what 18-inch arms actually look like. My arms are no longer pumped whatsoever. I've been sitting in the car doing nothing. My arms are now flat. Right now, my arms are probably a lot smaller. Probably 17 and a half on my right arm. Probably like 16 and 3/4 on my left arm. They're probably pretty small right now. I don't know. I get really big pumps. My arms grow over an inch sometimes when my arms get a pump. That's just the way that I am. I still have a lot of growing to do in my arms. My dad, at his biggest, had like 19.5 inch arms, I believe, and so I've still got bigger arms to grow into. It's always been my goal to have 20-inch arms, and I'm 100% sure that I'm eventually going to achieve that. I'm only 23 years old. If I can have 20-inch arms by the time I'm 30, 35, then I'm perfectly content. I've got 18.5 with a super big pump at 188 pounds. I weigh 188 as of today. I'm probably around 15-16% body fat. I'm a little fluffy, I know. I want you guys to understand, there are a lot of people that lie about how much weight they do. There are a lot of people that probably lie about how much they weigh, their body weight, their body fat. I'll be honest, guys, I'm 15-16% body fat right now. I'm fluffy. I barely have abs whatsoever. I have the top abs. My bottom abs are covered in fat. I'm a little bit fluffy right now, so this 18.5-inch arms fully pumped are a little fluffy. And to be honest, that's fully pumped. That's a bicep and a tricep, huge pump in my right arm, 18.5. I measured that. So, let me just say this, guys. I'm going to go back and look at the footage and see what it actually looks like on camera. It might have looked to me like 18.5 from my perspective, but then when you guys watch it, it looks like 18 or 18.25. But I'm pretty sure, as I go back and look at this footage, that my arm actually is going to measure 18.5 for maybe 20 to 30 seconds. But when your arm is fully pumped like that, it's only going to stay fully pumped like that for so long. If you actually stop lifting weights for 30 seconds to a minute, you're slowly going to lose that blood. That blood's going to run out of the muscle. So that blood's not going to stay in there unless you continue the workout. So my arms shrink to 18.25, 18, and it shrank more than that, which I wasn't measuring at that point. But the point is, guys, I want you to know that I'm not lying. I did lie about Carmax. I did lie about Carmax. I didn't actually go to Carmax to have my arms measured. Just a lot of the people that I follow that are car people have taken their cars to Carfax, and they've taken their cars to Carmax to see how much their cars are worth. My car, it's been in a wreck. It has 120-something thousand miles. It may be internet famous, but it's not worth jack. It's not worth crap. It's not worth much. So if I took my car to Carmax, they'd probably give me some sort of crappy little quote like $5,000, and I would run home crying, and the internet would make fun of me. I don't really care. I don't plan on selling this car. If I ever do, it's not because I want to, it's because I would have to. Maybe if I was in some sort of dire situation where I had to have money right then, that's the only reason that I would sell this car. I almost did that earlier this year when I thought I was going to get sued over some business stuff, which was not even my fault. That's another story entirely. Point is, guys, I did not actually go to Carmax to get my arms measured by a professional. I actually measured them myself, and I had someone actually watch me, someone actually look and make sure that my measurements were right. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm not lying about my arm size. This is what 18-inch arms look like on a 5'7" male, and you guys can say that I'm lying all you want to, but I'm not. I don't care what you guys say about the video. You say it's fake, you say I'm doing something wrong. I don't care. I do not care. I do care a little bit, that's why I'm making this video. Anyways, if this video got you fired up about arm workouts or getting bigger arms, I can make some more videos on getting bigger arms or getting 18-inch arms or 17-inch arms or whatever kind of videos you guys want to see. Most likely I'm going to make like one more fitness instructional video for the week, and then I'm going to film a couple videos about the car here. People can find something to call me out on and they think it's relevant, they're going to do it. That goes for anyone that makes YouTube videos, or is a Facebook public figure or Instagram or anything whatsoever. There are going to be people that hate on you, there are going to be people that criticize you, even if their argument is not even valid. And some of the arguments are valid, and so I went back and forth with the argument so that people understand the truth behind everything. With that said, guys, I don't lie. I'm not BSing anyone. My arms really are 18 inches. This arm is 18 inches pumped. This one is almost 18. It's right under that. But yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. This video has been a response to all the controversy about my arms not actually being the size that I say they are. Guys, if you watched the last video that I'm talking about, please watch the entire video and come up with your own thoughts. Watch the entire video. I love you guys so much. Comment if you have any questions or concerns. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Until next time, guys, all love.